next speaker is Dr. Silverman. He received his Ph.D. from Cambridge University, that's in England. He conducted his post-doctoral research at Bell Labs in New Jersey, and is currently principal research scientist at Apple. By night, he studies the more esoteric sciences. He's currently president of the Society of American Magicians in Palo Alto. He's also a magician member of the Academy of Magical Arts, and which you might know better as Magic Castle Hollywood. So today his talk is called Synergy and Connection. Magic is more than the sum of its tricks. Thank you.
It's in the way. It's in the way. How many of you ever learned a magic trick? Look at that. When we start learning magic, we experience the pleasure of gaining access to secrets, the pleasure of mastering new techniques, and we gain a social skill that we can use to engage people. Let me demonstrate. I've always been fascinated by playing cards. Fortunes have been won and lost. Love has come and gone on the turn of a single card. So could you help me out, please? You with your back to me. Could you please extend your magic finger? This is one that does magic for you. Just touch the back of the card. This one. There's your card. Remember it. Burn it into your brain. Sear it into your soul. Because if you forget this card, this is boring. Help him to remember it. The joy up there? Not at all. I'll do this slowly, because we're on camera. I'll place your card in the middle of these and put them on the bottom of the deck so that your card is not on the bottom but buried deep in the deck, rather like we sometimes find ourselves buried under homework assignments. Ever been there? I've been there. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just rise up through our problems? The way your card is rising up through the deck, magically passing through the other cards as we watch, coming all the way, yes, to the top. The top card is now your card, the King of Spades. It wasn't the King of Spades? What was your card? Name it. There's power in naming things. Five of clovers, five of clubs. Not the King of Spades. It was the five of clubs? Good, I'm sorry, that's what I got. I'm glad you didn't choose the King of Spades, because if you had, it would have been Can you see that over there? It actually was the five of clubs. Here, check it out. Try blowing on it. He's already freaked. Alright, so, what just happened then?
Magic.
Thank you. Most card magic is of the form, you select a card and I find it by some interesting method. This piece, the way I put that together, it has grown and evolved as I have learned from many masters. This particular piece, to acknowledge some of my sources, has some ideas from a famous magician but who works just under the name of Darryl, who developed and popularised the ambitious card effect. There's subtleties here by Whit Hayden, the Vice President of the Academy of Magical Arts, by Masahiro Yanagida in Japan, by, let's see, there was some Jeff McBride influence and some Eugene Berger influence there. What's the point? As you've seen in some of the prior talks, when ideas come to us, we combine them with our own backgrounds, our own experiences, and then they can grow and take on new forms. But the theatrical subtext of what I just did was, look what I can do. It's about me. As we grow in magic, we then develop. And one of the directions that we develop in is in making what we do larger, so that it can be viewed by more people, more elaborate, and we start to polish the details. Let me demonstrate growth of the same effect. Anna, could you come and help me out, please? Please give her a hand, because she didn't know I was going to ask her to come up on stage like this. There, about there. Anna has no idea what we are about to do. Actually, why don't you stand on this side? Anna, hi. Could you please extend your magic finger? Just touch the back of the card. This one, just there. There's your card. Everybody got it? Good. I have a question. How many people here believe that there can be real magic? How many people here believe that dreams can come true? I had a dream. I dreamt about a week ago that I was on this very stage, and next to me was somebody who had chosen a card from a deck of cards. And in my dream, that person's name was Anna. Fancy that? And in my dream, I had drawn a picture of a playing card on a drawing pad. In my dream, I had drawn an ace of spades. Was that your card? That's what happened in my dream! However, in my dream, I had not only drawn an ace of spades, I had drawn a whole deck of cards with an ace of spades on them. Let me demonstrate. You see? Standing near the microphone so it picks up your voice. Did somebody turn it off?
Hello.
Anna, could you please command your card by name to rise up from the deck?
I command thee, Five of Diamonds, to rise from the deck.
Oh my gosh.
And that card does rise from the deck. Anna's card, the Five of Diamonds. I clearly chose the right volunteer. For those of you who can detect the oxymoron in that sentence. We'll put some animation marks there to show there has been movement. My friends at Pixar told me that. Where are we? We shall magically set this picture so that nothing falls out. And Anna, you can keep this to remember that sometimes dreams can come true. They subtext with you because I guarantee for the rest of the day people are going to come up to you and say, can I have a look at that picture? Thank you. Please give her a hand as she sits down. That piece combines ideas from Martin Lewis, one of the greatest magical innovators of our time, and Curtis Cam. Oh, with some influence also from Doc Eason right at the start, and from John Bodine, I just remembered. Yes. The subtext here is still subtly, look what I can do. And it's hard to get rid of that completely from magic, but it's starting to become about grander things that we all can relate to. As we further progress in magic, we then move on to a stage where smaller is better. Many of us have had somebody pass away in our lives, and we still miss them. Some of us have had relationships break, and we still feel the pain. Both of these have been true for me. Here's a piece that speaks to both of these. Inspired by the great magicians Alain Choquette and Eugene Berger, I call this The Thread of Life, and I hope you like it. When we read the great works of literature, such as Shakespeare's plays, our lives seem rather mundane. But are they really? Sometimes things that seem simple aren't so simple after all. A simple sport of thread, a single strand. Like our lives, there is a beginning, but also an end. And in the middle, happiness, but also sorrow. There is joy, but also pain. Moments of intense love and times of tragic separation. Rejection. Abandonment. When the bonds between us feel like they've been broken forever. When helplessness ties us in knots and hopelessness binds our souls. Anybody here know what I'm talking about? Suffering is an intrinsic part of human life. It's something that we all share. It's something that we all experience. It brings us together. Magic reminds us that there can be reunion, that there can be reconciliation, and that all of us, past, present, and future, are part of a single, continuous thread. Thank you. The subtext of all magic is that things might not be how they appear. that means there is hope. There is hope. That, I think, is an idea worth spreading. Thank you. So, what I have been talking about has illustrated one way in which there can be synergy between the ideas that come to us and our own background and experience as we adopt them and build on them. But there is another synergy going on, and that is the synergy between the performance and the audience. In my TEDx presentation in San Jose, I talked about some of the ways in which I try to make magic meaningful. In my TEDx presentation in Los Gatos, I illustrated that with one particular case as an example, and that was relationships. But if you think about it, it's you, the audience, the participants, who bring the meaning. Because if you weren't here to relate to it, there wouldn't be any meaning. Therefore, ultimately, it's not all about me, it's all about you.